Genetic resources for food and agriculture are the sort of building blocks or the raw materials that are necessary for food security, for one thing, and also livelihoods for people around the world on an everyday basis. Too many of us take a lot of what we buy in the shops, what we buy on the shelves in the supermarkets. We take a lot of these things for granted. So really consumers, I would say, would need to rethink about the food they buy off the shelves, and they should try to reduce a lot of the wastage, which is a big thing in a lot of countries. Genetic resources for food and agriculture, or the way they do farming, actually works as a holistic or an interacting system, such that crop production, for example, is supported by many things. Bees that are required for pollination of crops, the microorganisms in the soil that facilitate the movement of nutrients from the soil into plants. These things all work together, and there is a need for us to continue supporting these systems so as to continue producing plants and livestock in a sustainable manner. I think our farmers today should look more towards improving the whole system, looking at things like cover cropping, looking at increasing the inputs of organic materials, green manuring, and all these things that would help sustain our system. The Taro Improvement Programme. This actually came about when the taro leaf blight disease, one of the most serious diseases of an important, in fact the most important crop in the Pacific region, hit the country of Samoa in 1993. At the time, farmers concentrated on the production of one particular cultivar. This was mainly because this was the cultivar that was popular on the export market. So when they were hit by the disease in '93, it devastated the whole taro industry, and the loss to the country was immense. And so this brought about an important message to the region. I would say that it came about as a wake-up call, really. It made our region realize that the need for us to start looking seriously at conserving our plant genetic resources, not only for this crop, but many of our other important crops. And I'm happy to say that through this program, we've supported other countries around the world. I understand materials that were developed through participatory type breeding programs were sent to some countries in the Caribbean, Africa, and I think a few other places around the world to support them in their efforts towards sustaining food production and food security.